Long Time No See by Verden Allen. Now, Verden Allen, of course, was the keyboard player in Mott the Hoople. Now, this is an album that he brought out initially in 1994. It was a sort of self-made album, if you like, which he sold at gigs and had a limited edition of about 1,000, which obviously you can imagine probably sold out quite quickly at the gigs. Well, about 4 years or so later, Angel Air, who were brilliant around the sort of back end of the 90s at taking good old obscure albums and giving them re-releases and things that hadn't been released, finally putting them out and all that sort of stuff, they got hold of it and they put it out on CD in 1998 with a few extra tracks on it as well. And of course, as I said previously, Verden Allen was the Hammond organ player in Mott the Hoople, and he was known as the man with the angry roar, I think somebody once referred to as, with the sound that he got out of the keyboard, out of the Hammond organ, really. So you can imagine that this is very much an organ-led album. There's a few Mott the Hoople connections on there. There's a couple of covers of Mott the Hoople tracks. Death May Be Your Santa Claus, which is always a track that I like, and it's always a phrase that I use quite a lot as well when I'm sort of in conversations with people. Like, death may be your Santa Claus. I go, what on earth does that mean? And the other one is 2 Miles From Heaven. The 2 Miles From Heaven track is significantly different to the Mott version. Son of the Wise Ones is another one that was going to be a Mott the Hoople track. That was one that they didn't release it, but they did rehearse it. I think it was going to be called The Black Stuff originally, but I might not necessarily be 100% wrong. I'm just going on memory from what I can remember from when I initially reviewed this album all those years ago. There's a track on here called Wine Ridden Talks as well, which he released as a single under the pseudonym of Mooney. I don't quite know why he did that, but he did. And there's a ton of pretty good stuff on here. If you're a Mott the Hoople fan, if you're a Mott fan, if you're obviously a Verden Allen fan, well worth tracking down this. It's not an album that I play a lot, I have to be honest. You've got to be in the mood for it, but when I do put it on, it's a good one.